Hello, everyone. Catherine and Erica here, ready to dazzle you with some effects, metallic inks over, or metallics over ink blending. Let's get that straight.
I am all about being dazzled, Catherine.
I'm
So,
going to dazzle you today.
and I got a preview of this, and it was dazzling.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty good. How about yours?
It was fine.
Yeah.
The baby child, the baby daughter,
Baby
the
child.
Pooler baby, moved into her big girl apartment this weekend. It was great. It's adorable. And wow, these kids live on the high life, not like we did.
I know. I was thinking, because, well, my first
They live on
apartment
the high life.
was at uni. We had an apartment, and we had this ends up furniture, because that's what the apartment came with.
Yeah.
Like, now, the nice thing about that was it was like squidgy, like the vinyl-y stuff.
Oh.
So, not all of it, but if you spilled something. And then stain resistant. So, very durable, this ends up furniture. Anybody else
Yeah.
have this ends up furniture?
I think that's pretty typical of dorms.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So the.
Then it was all just hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Like, then my first
Yes.
apartment on my own, me and my
Mhm.
roommates had stuff from all over.
Yeah. Same. I actually
Nothing posh.
still have hand-me-downs in my home today.
I do too.
In
I
most of
actually
my life,
prefer-
I've done hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
But the first Pooler child, when she moved out, we had to furnish our apartment,
Mhm.
and it was all hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
But this one, the other two girls, their apartments have been university housing, basically.
Mhm.
Not apartments by the university,
Right.
but at the university, so they come furnished, which is that's amazing. So we just had to
This
bring
place
her stuff
This
in.
place had the
It's great.
living room furniture?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
most of it.
It's just nice.
It's
Very
very
because it's a newer apartment
Yeah.
complex.
And there are a few things that came from various
Yeah.
places, but yeah, their apartment looks great.
I
so-
remember when I upgraded to IKEA. Like
Oh.
starting to get IKEA furniture was like, yeah.
That's fancy. So anyway,
I mean, some of us are
fancy.
fancy.
Who's fancy?
They're dazzled by that.
I'm dazzled today, and I'm very hot in here.
It's cool. I mean, it's good. It's all right.
Our fall release is coming. What happened? Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Oh.
Oh, that's not doing anything.
All right.
Oh, dang it.
You see if you can do anything while I chit chat
Okay.
about what's happening.
Yeah.
In your first apartment, an outdoor patio table. Oh, now I can't read because those are gone, but that's fine. Our fall release is going to hit the shop here on Wednesday. We're very excited. We've been showing reveals of the products all weekend long, starting with our apples,
Yeah.
our candy apples.
Dipped and sprinkled.
Let's show this for 1 second.
Okay.
'Cause I got it.
All right, so we are so excited. The Dipped and Sprinkled stamp set is just absolutely adorable. It was kind of inspired by this time of year here in North Carolina. We have the fair, so that happens in October.
Oh, whoops.
And, you know, you kind of can't go to the fair and not get candy apple, chocolate-covered apple, toffee apple, whatever you call them, caramel apple,
Mhm.
and or caramel, like our friend Debbie says.
Caramel or caramel.
Whatever.
What do you guys call it?
And so that kind of was the jump off point for creating this collection. And then everything else is just very quintessential fall, outdoors,
Mhm.
changing leaves, the smells, the sights,
Yeah.
so great.
And we have a freebie. So Wednesday, everything hits the shop. Tuesday, Stamp Nation members get to shop starting at noon.
Mhm.
And then we have a class here in a couple weeks using one of the stamp sets from the collection. And you will also be able to use other stamps in your stash with the tips and techniques and tricks that we're going to explore in that class. It'll be about an hour and a half, and it will be available on replay if you can't join us live. We do the classes quarterly Zoom style so that we can create together. But then, of course, you can play it again later and craft along at your leisure. So they are available for members once we're done doing them live. And then there's also a freebie this time. So we have, let's take a look at it, our Peking Yorkie stamp. It's a cute 3x4 stamp set. And with $50 orders, you can add this to your cart. There will be a code that you can enter and get it for free.
We are live in the wrong spot, Catherine. So, here we are. We are live.
How many people
under
are
Shine and Shimmer.
Oh.
And Jenny just gave them the link in
Okay.
the other chat.
Well, that's a bummer.
Whoops.
I
Okay.
forgot to check that.
Okay.
So, when I pre-schedule,
Whoops.
I have them all lined up, and then it just defaults to whatever is
Oh,
selected,
when
and I
we went-
forgot to go check the appropriate one.
Sorry,
so sorry
guys.
about that, guys.
We'll fix that.
I'll update them later. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
For now.
Okay.
Glad you're here.
So here we go. So this is the freebie while supplies last. And any questions about this?
I will-
not.
Probably
We
not.
chatted about this on Friday in our YouTube. The dies have a die piece that cuts a slit, I guess you want to call it, and then you can tuck that puppy right in there. It's
Pun intended. No, I just have to say this again. I keep saying it. I stamped. His little head will go right at the top of the pile as well.
Yeah.
So you can decide. Catherine really wanted him coming out of the leaves.
Yeah.
So we added that die. You can use it, but you don't have to. You can use cut the leaves out, the leaf pile, and use it on its own without the slit. And he will go right behind there and still peek out just as adorably as he possibly can.
Yeah. You
So,
can have him at the top like that, or do the slit, and he's basically inside the pile.
Thanks, guys. If you see anybody else over in the other live, let them know where we
Oh,
are.
man.
Sorry about that.
I don't like it when I do that. Happens from time to time. Oh, goodness. All right, so moving on to the next bundle. This is Printed Trees bundle, and we have the Printed Trees stamp set, the Printed Trees dies, the Chevron Shuffle, and the Fall Plaid patterned paper in this bundle. And like always, you can purchase these in a bundle and get a discount, or you can do a la carte and pick and choose your favorites, although they're all going to be your favorites and you're going to want them all anyway.
And guys, this color combo with the fall plaid, so it's all the same plaid in different colors. This is going to be a staple pack for you. And this we just felt like was a perfect fall color combo. And we specifically picked these colors to pair up with these trees and the leaves. So these are the colors of fall. We've got peppermint scrub, orange peel, ginger with an olive, eucalyptus, sangria, macchiato, and cargo. And cargo is a brown with a bit of a green undertone, so it's so gorgeous with these rich jewel tone fall colors.
Here are all the trees stamped in the various fall plaid colors. And then, of course, we can die cut them. And so Erica and I were creating some cards. Oh, hold on. I don't want to show that one yet. Some of them are solid. Some have a lot of white space. And we were talking about how sometimes it's not tricky, but, you know, figuring out your layout and your balance between size, shape, solid,
when using
more
multiple
white
images.
space. And what if you have a spot where you need a small tree, but you want it to be more solid? You want it to have more color. So what are the things that you can do? So that's what inspired this video today. But before we dive into that, I just wanted to show you some more card samples with the printed trees, the fall plaid, the Chevron Shuffle.
And again, with printed trees, and I was paying attention to the questions, so if you already said this, you can smack me.
Oh, okay.
This stamp set you're going to be able to use year-round and for
Yeah.
all occasions.
I did
So
not say that. So
we
perfect.
love it with these colors for fall. Super, super cute. Lots of different patterns and prints on these trees. Lots of mixing, matching options. But you switch up your color combo come spring, and you make tree cards until your heart is content. Tell me you can't do it. I know you can.
Oh, you can. Yep. So if you want to add more color to the ones that are kind of open, like that,
Catherine.
I will show you.
Got a little rogue tree.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Hopefully everyone has made their way over. Again, we apologize for going live on the wrong link, but we are here and we're dazzling you with dazzling effects today. And we're going to do some ink blending, which is always a good time.
I'm getting shadows.
Oh, I love it. Everyone is, do you want me to scoot that a little bit more?
Oh, that's good.
Everyone is just really enjoying
Thank you.
these trees. They're loving
They're
it.
so cute.
I love
set. Geometric prints on things that don't normally have geometric prints. So our turtle time stamp set that came out, that is one that, you know, we have the turtles and then they have geometric prints on them. I always love a tree with a geometric print. They're just so fun. So with an olive, we'll add some eucalyptus. I'm going to make a really non-attractive background. How about that?
You know, sometimes with ink blending techniques, you can just make a big mess, but then with your finished product goal, it's gonna be amazing.
Gorgeous.
So I do this like when I'm doing word die cuts, word dies. Oh, yeah. I just lost my brain of what that was called. With word dies, I just throw the color on there and then cut it out, and it always looks stunning. You get really cool texture, and you can go to town.
I'm going to town. That's looking pretty non-attractive. When you have colors that are across each other on the color wheel, be careful about blending them because you'll turn brown, which is going to happen if I blend these together. So I just went right up next to it. Kind of same with this one. And then we'll grab some orange peel.
Sherry, nothing's changed with the Stamp Nation login site. If you're having an issue getting in, if you can email support@catherinepuller.com, the team will help you out. So,
I like what's happening in here. Oh, I'm digging what's happening here. And let's put a little green here. So I'm just trying to make a varied background that has a lot of colors in small places instead of just a big part of sangria, a big with an olive, a big. I want little pockets of color.
Oh, I love some color in my pocket.
Pockets of color.
And even here as well, Catherine's done a little overlapping, which has made a few brown spots, which we sometimes would try to avoid. But with this trees and fall leaves, you get some brown crunchy bits. So even if you overlap your colors, it's still going to look stunning when you see the finished product. Oh no, Stacy, work was holding you up today.
Oh,
I mean, how dare them for real?
So we were using the stencil attachment on the video that went up just before this one. It was what was it called? The stencil Making Magic.
Oh yeah.
Making Magic with stencils.
Layered stencils.
Oh, did you guys see that? Where did my cards go? I had like 3 cards here that I was going to show.
Are they there?
No, those are those cards.
Okay, I'll find them. Don't throw anything in the floor.
Oh, I love to throw things on the floor.
I know.
So here they're right here.
You found them? OMT.
So we made these last night. So I don't know if you're watching this video in 6 months, it won't be last night, but August 11th, we made this one.
Who's here for the party colors?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. That is a pretty spring card. I would like a set of those with the 3-way hello dies.
Yeah.
One says hey, one says hi, one says hello.
Yes.
And it's a set. And you give them to a friend. And they're going to cry and think you're amazing.
So we shared last night on the August 11th video on how to create this with the stencil attachment using the Stencil and Stamp tool by Sizzix. So now today we're going to use it to do this. So I have this whole background, and have you guys seen me do this before? You're going to not cut these apart. If you don't cut them apart, I mean, you can, but one reason I wouldn't want to cut these apart is what I'm going to show you here in a minute.
Okay.
So die cut these. Then I took all the stamps, laid them inside the cookie cutter, picked them up with this door, and then I'm going to be able to do a couple different things. One, let's die cut this.
What?
Let's see, hold on. Because some of these are more open than others. So this one, and this one are the most open designs. So I'm not worried as much about some of the others, but let's make sure those are in cute, nice looking spots.
Okay.
Did I cut that?
Right. Dun, 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 dun. That was the die cutting music.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, I have these. I'm going to take this and pop it in.
Oh, yeah. And because that platform has a tacky paper backing, they're going to stick. What the heck? Look at this.
Yes. And then this one.
Okay.
We could do all of them and just see how they look.
Sure. Oh, I just realized that one was upside down. I'm like, what is that?
All right. Then this one, and we have one more. Yeah, let's do all of them. And we're going to ink with metallic ink.
Yes. I got it. Yes. So, Sabrina, this is called a stencil and stamp tool. Stencil and stamp tool by Sizex. It's in our shop. Type in Sizex stencil and stamp and you'll find it. And I love that Elizabeth said she figured out last night she needs to get herself some adapters so she can use them with her stencils, her cap and puller stencils. Yes, so there's these adapter add-ons you can purchase that you can stick to your stencils, whatever stencil brand stencils you have, and then you can use them with that attachment that this tool comes with for stenciling and get everything all lined up all pretty like. Oh, wowzas. Oh, wowzas.
Yeah, I need one more pass.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use it as a stamp platform. You can use it to line up your stencils. And then it also has the stamp and spin attachment, so you can make wreaths and backgrounds. And I have several videos on YouTube showing how to use it. Okay, we have a little spot right there.
I was trying to remember what I
yes.
was doing this weekend, and because it doesn't have sides, I needed it. Oh, I made that 8.5 by 11 background with the leaves.
Oh, nice.
And I used this because I needed a lot of space.
When you stamp with the metallic inks, you are going to improve permanence and risk of smearing when you use a fixative like this. So you're going to take it, you're going to spray. Shh. Better to do it outside. I'm not going to spray it now. But this method is better than stamping your image and then die cutting, because I find sometimes when I die cut a metallic stamped image, the metallic comes off on the die and then it's going to be transferred to your next project. So if you die cut first and then stamp, this is the way to do it.
Yes.
Then you can peel these pieces off. Where are my tweezers? I would probably peel these off and then spray them.
Yeah, I wouldn't spray it on this because you'll get the fixative on the sticky back. These sticky backs are replaceable. You can purchase packs of additional sticky back sheets. It just peels right off. You put the fresh one on. And I think there's more than one in the replacement pack. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure there's more than one in the replacement pack. It comes with one when you purchase it, and then you can...
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 5.
Get additional. I think it's 3, so that feels right.
Yeah. Okay, we'll peel these off.
So, yes. So we are using, for this first step, metallic ink.
Mm-hmm. And then I also want to show you what they'll look like when you do them in gold. So let's do that. I need to clean this, though.
Oh.
So cleaning the stamps is pretty easy with the metallic ink. So our metallic inks, we have 5. Is that right? 5? Gold, champagne, silver, rose gold, platinum. Platinum.
Platinum.
And they're a pigment ink. They're thick and heavy like a paint. I don't know if you noticed, I was really rubbing the ink pad onto the stamp in order to get that ink to transfer. You really want that ink to come out of your pad and onto your stamps, so you will find that they need re-inking pretty often. So definitely be sure to grab that ink refill when you purchase.
Yeah. So it's very, very thick, and it's different. It is a completely different ink than our regular line inks because these are pigment inks. So just keep that in mind. Heat setting, some people do like to try that. We still recommend that the fixative works best in setting the inks. So you can experiment, definitely.
And if you're just doing small spots on a card, I know Christy, one of our brand ambassadors, doesn't use the fixative because she feels like it's not manhandled, basically, and she doesn't worry about a little bit of smearing. But if you're worried about that, definitely use the fixative. We do sell it in our shop, so it's convenient. And when we were releasing these, we actually considered selling the ink refill with the pad, but we ended up going with them separately just because we wanted it to be the most convenient for you and give you buying options. But we definitely recommend grabbing that ink refill.
Okay, so the first version was your ink blended background with the metallic gold ink. And now you have broken out your Wow embossing pad. This is a clear ink. It's kind of tacky.
Yeah.
And it's specially made for embossing. Embossing.
It also makes a watermark. So when you stamp it, it will darken the paper. Some it's going to show up better than others on some colors and some shades. The embossing ink will show up more. Just depends. And when I'm embossing, especially fine images, not especially fine images, most images that I emboss, I go over a lot of times to make sure that it's really inked up well, transferred well.
Yeah, I think another thing to keep in mind, and I learned this the hard way, when you're doing multiple stamps like Catherine is now, when you press the pressure down onto the paper, it's not necessarily even pressure everywhere because you've got a bunch of different surfaces that need to touch the paper.
Yeah.
If you were just doing one stamp, you may not need to do it 16 times.
Yeah.
But since she's doing it and she wants to make sure she gets a really beautiful, crisp emboss, she's doing it a couple of times.
I think I'm good, but I'm mostly concerned in here. I want to make sure that has really good coverage.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Like the surface area of where it's touching the paper is not going to be even when you've got multiple stamps on there. Yeah, I had some, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. I'm still learning that.
I was like, oh, this is great. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't get those very even. I got 3 out of 4 look good.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
No. So is it just regular metallic gold that you're using today?
This is gold.
Okay.
I think another time I used copper, perhaps. What did I use over there? What's in there? Oh, brass.
Brass.
It's in that bin right there.
I am a big fan of the
this is going to be awesome.
Of copper and bronze.
Yeah.
I love those embossing powders. I like the red undertone that they have, and
this is going to be great, guys. You ready?
Yeah. So this one was metallic brass, and what she's using right now is metallic gold rich regular. And for really smooth, you want like the regular or the ultra fine powders, and they melt the smoothest. Smooth like butter. Debbie said this morning we should have a stamp that says "I love butter."
Oh wow!
Does anyone else want to put a vote in for a stamp that so you can send cards to your friends that say "I love butter"? I think I could pair it with some pancakes. Let me know. And a croissant. I mean, that is kind of fun. Pancakes and croissants are fun.
I like pancakes. I like croissants. I like croissants better than pancakes. pancakes. What about you guys?
I like croissants better than pancakes.
Seriously, what? This looks gorgeous.
Wow.
Okay, so we have ink and embossing.
Yes.
Both are absolute stunners. And then, since these are already lined up, it's really easy for me to die cut them.
Catherine, do you have the trio of sequins around here somewhere?
I do not.
Okay. So...
The trio of sequins that is going to go with this release?
Jenny, are you still there? I know Big Apple is one of them, and I, quite frankly, don't remember the others. If you tell me, I will grab them. Or I can, well, I can't look.
So with this release, we don't have a new sequin mix, but we have put a bundle of 3 sets of our sequins that will coordinate beautifully with the products and colors and papers that we're coming out with. And then we discount them for you when we do the bundles.
Yeah.
So, yes!
You get a deal. You get a bargain.
So, there. Embossed, stamped. Embossed and stamped. Thank you, Jenny. Embossed and stamped.
Oh, thank you, Jenny. Okay. Oh, is this one?
That blue?
I don't
Jenny.
think that's right. Jenny?
Blue?
I don't think Zanzibar was in there. Oh?
We did blue?
I think we did blue because
Oh, yes.
Orchard paper has blue.
Yeah, it does. It has
Oh,
Coke
it
blue.
does.
they looked really good with the two.
Thanks,
papers.
Jenny.
You're welcome.
Thanks for keeping us straight.
Okay. So with the fall plaid, I would say Oak City would be your best bet. And in the bundle, we also have Zanzibar and we also have Big Apple. And these 3 mixes all go with the To the Orchard pattern paper as well that we will show you later.
All right, so the embossing is going to be a more bold effect, and the inking is going to be a more subtle. Oh, it looks so pretty.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay. Let's put a card together.
Let's. Debbie, no, Crater Lake are not retired. They should be in the shop.
Crater Lake.
Crater Lake is
Oh,
a
yeah.
pretty staple situ.
This is what we're doing. We're going to stamp this tree.
Okay.
We're going to ink it in sangria.
Sangria. You guys like our song?
Sangria.
No one said they wanted a stamp that says "I love butter." So
Okay, so it's
So
just
I-
you
it's just
and
Debbie.
Debbie. Oh, it's just
well,
Debbie.
it's just
Okay.
Debbie.
I had some trees.
Yeah.
That I was going to use.
Yeah, are they here?
Okay.
Lots and lots of trees. 4 in here.
I think I had them in this bin.
Oh.
And now there's a lot in there. So I have to figure out which ones I'm going to use. How about is this ginger?
Yes. Ginger's so yummy.
And sangria.
Maybe a little poppy eucalyptus or
And
some lemongrass.
then-
Yes, definitely these trees would be gorgeous for Christmas cards. Why not? Especially with this metallic effects. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
I'm going to do a little layering to see where I want everything to go first before gluing down.
Harriet's coming in with the vote of how about I love bread instead. Harriet, I can
Nice.
get behind that. We'd have like a baguette stamp and a croissant. Still giving votes for croissant.
And this looks like a Christmas tree, guys.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
So you can use that for Christmas as well.
So fun. So I love, Catherine, that you're mixing in just your standard stamped images
Mm-hmm.
with the ones that you added the dazzle to. So you're getting kind of a forest of different effects. really, really looks gorgeous together. These colors are fantastic.
They definitely scream fall.
Yeah. I love fall most of all.
And I love this one that has the tree trunk selectively inked brown. That's great.
With a stamp like that, it's an easy little technique to do the top and bottom. The little acorn in the Changing Leaves set is really easy to selective ink as well to get top and bottom a little darker.
Yeah, what are we sharing tomorrow?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I wonder if it's going to be the leaves.
Let me see if I can tell you. I can tell you. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and we are going to be doing Dipped and Sprinkled.
I might have to go to the candy store today and get, I've tried to go get some candy apples.
It just didn't work out.
And their hours do not line up with my
Oh,
hours
you
of
went?
when I did actually go.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were closed.
Yeah, there was a shop we tried to go to get some samples and stuff, and they were closed
All the time.
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So it just, time gets away from you. We try. Debbie is also a massive fan of caramel apples. And
Yeah.
I don't eat them. And they get the ones from the fairgrounds that are like rolled in all kinds of like crushed up cookies
Yes.
or all the
Well,
candy.
That's what I tried to get from
Oh,
Rocky Mountain
okay.
Candy Factory.
Mhm.
Does anybody have that in their hometown? And have you been there?
What?
They have these mammoth
Yes.
monster candy apples, and they are so delish.
I just like the apples you dip in caramel dip. Just plain apple.
I like the one with a whole candy bar on top.
Yeah.
I don't mean a whole candy bar. I
know.
mean
Yeah.
crushed up.
A crushed up Snickers sounds
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
decent though.
Oh, yeah. So we'll talk about this more tomorrow.
Debbie needs gingerbread houses to go with the trees.
Fun.
That's interesting. With the different kinds of patterns on them.
Yeah, that would be really great. This is, like Erica said, is going to be great for year-round. Definitely can make Christmas cards with it, and masculine cards are going to be great with these trees, as well as cards for all your favorite ladies. So now we just need a sentiment. So I love the sentiments in here. That hello friend, thankful in this season, let's celebrate fall. I love the font. Hello friend.
Ooh, big fans of
thankful in this
that Rocky
season.
Mountain chocolate factory.
Celebrate fall. Oh, and I almost forgot. We have this piece. Stamp that on there too. Let's see what happens, because I've already put this together. And this is usually a no-no.
Oh, no. You're just going for it.
Well, let's do at least one.
Oh, we love the little shadow.
I know. So cute.
It really does add a lot. Or a little extra if you get it on that
Yeah.
part.
Super cute. Then I like these dies for this set.
That's the Notes of
Works
Love
great.
dies. Notes of Love. I think I use my Notes of Love and my Sentiment Banner dies like every time I make a batch of cards. Not on every single card. You know what I mean? But every time
Yeah.
I sit down to make a batch of cards, I end
You
up
pull that out.
pulling them out.
Mm-hmm. So
Really,
let's
really
do
gorgeous.
Cargo. Hello, friend.
The one tree, can you hand me the stamp set for a sec?
Mhm.
It's kind of like a piece of newspaper, and it says, you can see, it's just random words. It says warm, wrap, something beauty. It says crunching, fires, going on walks, warm mittens, red and orange, hot chocolate, pumpkin pie, scarves. It kind of like that. Friends and family, it says at the bottom, which is really cute. Wrapped up snugly, so cute. So it's just fall evoke. It also would work really good for winter too.
Yes.
So it's super, super cute, but it's just like a newsprinty kind of situ. It is in English though. Sometimes we do those in fake languages.
Fake.
Yeah.
So I doubled up my
Dots? Foam dots?
Yeah, my foam dots. I doubled them up there so that because this is on foam and then this was on foam, so then I needed double foam. There we go.
Catherine, that card is stunning.
Thanks.
It is
And
dazzling.
guess what?
Yeah.
I made it here too.
Ta-da!
And one thing I love about this Notes of Love stamp set is the hearts. And when I was making this card, I found the hearts were really
There's one.
cute to use.
He's right here. Yeah, it cuts out from the
When
dies.
you go across the color wheel. So if you're putting on top of a green tree, try a red heart or an orange heart. And if you're doing a red or pink or orange tree or whatever your image is, go across and do a blue, green, green, or yellow, green heart so that it contrasts. And it was really cute. So heart.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on
Lemongrass.
This.
So that would be red violet. So sangria.
Sangria.
So guys, good question here, Stacy. We have die sets that are
Good
layered
question.
die sets called Scallops and Dots and Dots and Scallops. And
They're right behind.
Catherine
You
has
grab 'em.
used both of those on her card because they nest. So she used the largest dot layer in Dots and Scallops and the second dot layer in Scallops and Dots to create her 2 layers on her card. These, again, just like I said, we also have ruffles and dashes. Just like those sentiment banner dies, I basically use these dies on every batch of cards I make. Somewhere I end up pulling in those layers. Really, really, really pretty standard layers. And here's one with the scallop. So that's from Scallops and Dots. So the biggest is the first word, Scallops and Dots. And then if it's Dots and Scallops, the biggest layer is Dots. Ta-da!
So this is embossed, and then I don't know if you can see this brushing of gold along the edge.
Do you like that sound effect?
Yeah.
That's the sound that dazzling effects make.
Yep. And I have one more. So I just did a rainbow of the sketchy tree. This one is stamped in platinum, and then the ink blending with platinum stamped on top of it.
I love it. Sue thinks it's terrific.
It is terrific. I love that. There.
Yeah. They want to see the bundle one more time.
You got it.
For this
Yep.
printed trees bundle. Here it is.
Printed tree stamp set and dies. Chevron shuffle cover plate. So fun. And then the fall plaid patterned paper.
This
So
is a good
this
one.
hits the shop on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then our Stamp Nation members get to shop early and their orders ship first, beginning on Tuesday at noon. Another thing we're going to have in here that we haven't shared yet is our plaid hot foil plates.
Yeah, just plaid. Look how pretty.
And then if you get the solid rectangle, you can do this.
You can get the opposite.
Yeah. So that's coming too.
I love it. That is pretty. Oh, you guys!
Tomorrow-
Isn't this fantastic?
We are going to go in the right place.
Hopefully.
We're going to go live in
We'll
the right
double
place
check.
tomorrow. If you don't find us, just look around on YouTube, on our YouTube channel.
I think I know what happened. It was probably kind of my fault because we went out to add a graphic and then when we came back in, I didn't check.
I didn't check either, so
Sorry.
you guys found us. So glad that you did. Thank you so much for being here. I know you guys are going to love these products as much as we do, and we look forward to all the fun coming this week.
Yep. And grab
And
your
we'll-
Oak City sequins with this bundle.
Yes, we will see you tomorrow at noon. So